Hello. So this is gonna be part two of the questions, and I want to make sure I get through them. I only have like two or three more here. So to finish up the Bonnie Bassler one, we were looking at the idea that we can use this for medicine. Um, so if we know that bacteria are communicating with each other to attack and things like that, we can either confuse the signals, we can stop them from being able to signal, we can make their signals get lost. We can do a bunch of things with medicine that we've never been able to do before. Or we can also use good bacteria signaling to make sure that they are successful and bad bacteria aren't. And so that's a very interesting implication with medicine and how we can maybe move away from antibiotics and just killing all bacteria to killing the right ones and making sure they're just confused. How do cells come together in the formation of tissues? How do tissues come together to form organs? How do organs come together to form organ systems, and so on and so forth? Well, it continuously gets more complex as you go up. Obviously, more things have to work together. With cells next to each other, they're communicating all the time. You'd be surprised how much cells are actually communicating and talking to each other. They all have different roles and they're making different things. And within a organ, each cell has a different protein that it's making or a different job that it's taking from the outside area. And all this is pre-programmed into the DNA. It's kind of spectacular that all this kind of works. With the organ systems, the more and more advanced we get, the more we look at maybe not so much what cells are doing, but groups of thousands of cells are doing. And as we keep getting bigger and bigger, we kind of look at this as an analogy. I always like to think of like government. In local government, we have like a school board full of a couple people, but we keep going up, up, and up, and up, and it becomes more abstract. Like the governor of Michigan or the president of the United States don't think of things as individual citizens. They think of things as groups of giant people, which is kind of how your big organ systems work. It's groups of people everywhere working together for one common goal. And so it's quite interesting. A lot of this is genetic. A lot of this is within your brain also running it. It's kind of impressive how it works. There is some more about team cells, so make sure you watch the people's video to explain it and understand it, but it's a pretty interesting topic. And then last one, the cells in your liver and in your skin look different and do different functions, and yet they both develop from the same undifferentiated cells in the embryo. Conduct research to find out how to cell know what to be. So at a certain point, your cells start differentiating out. It is a certain cells within the cluster become certain things and is pre-programmed. And so when you have about 2,048 cells, the bottom ones will start differentiating into different kinds of cells, and then they'll keep differentiating from there. That leads to some problems. Like if you have an issue in one of your cells early on, those cells are like the grandfathers of big chunks of cells. And so you can have diseases or mutations or problems like that from the fact that, those cells become everything else. When you're looking here at the different functions and whatnot, each cell is capable of actually becoming a different cell. It's just they're differentiated enough where they can't. They can't find the pages. So it'd be like if I'm a Mexican cook, I truly have the cookbook for every other kind of food. It's just I can't read the pages. I can't get the pages. I can't figure out how to start, but I really know how to get to the Mexican cookbook stuff. So if it's a skin cell, I can do that, but I really don't know how to become a lung cell because I can't figure it out. Also, cells change shape and become different, have different things inside of them based on their jobs and their roles. And so they might not be able to even do that. Now, we have been able to find undifferentiated cells inside the human body, even as an adult now. Those are called stem cells. And those are huge parts of our research nowadays. We are using stem cells for medicine to replace cells that are dying, or we could maybe grow new organs and things like that from stem cells. And so that research is quite interesting. So finding undifferentiated cells is super important for medicine. But at one point, we are all undifferentiated cells, and then they become differentiated. Kind of like you. I think about human beings. At one point, you guys were all just 6-month-old kids, pretty undifferentiated. You guys all talked the same. You guys all acted the same. You guys were all doing the same things. And then slowly, different things changed you, your environment, your DNA inside of you started triggering, and you became a differentiated person. Same thing for cells, just a little more controlled and a little bit more in your body, all working together. So that's all 8. I hope that kind of explains all the questions. Make sure you write answers down for all of them. Watch other people's videos. I didn't go through every single little part of every question because I know some of them are answered in the video. So watch other people's videos and make sure you guys have good answers for everything. All right. Thank you.